The guild hall was a bustling hub of activity, where the scent of roasted meat and fresh ale hung in the air. Wooden beams stretched across the ceiling, adorned with banners that represented various guilds, a tapestry of colors and crests that told tales of valor and adventure. Long tables filled with eager adventurers were scattered throughout, their conversations creating a lively murmur that echoed off the stone walls. At the heart of the hall stood a large notice board, cluttered with parchment scrolls detailing quests of all kinds. Some called for simple jobs, like gathering herbs in the nearby woods, while others warned of formidable beasts terrorizing the outskirts of the kingdom. Guild members hustled to and from, exchanging tales of past exploits, strategizing over potential quests, and laughing at the camaraderie that filled the space. A warm hearth crackled in one corner, its flames casting flickering shadows across the hall, while a few patrons gathered around to enjoy hearty meals. The atmosphere buzzed with a sense of purpose and adventure, as the promise of gold and glory beckoned from the notice board. Selim Thorne stepped closer to the notice board, his gaze scanning the array of parchment scrolls. His heart raced at the thought of adventure, but as he reached for a particularly enticing quest, one that promised a handsome reward, he was interrupted by a voice. "Hold on there, friend," said a burly guild member, arms crossed and a skeptical brow raised. "You won't be able to take on that quest alone. The guild rules state that you need a party for anything more than gathering herbs." Selim frowned, glancing around the bustling hall. The camaraderie among the adventurers was palpable, but he felt a twinge of frustration. "I can handle it. I've faced tougher challenges on my own," he replied, trying to keep his tone steady. The guild member shook his head, his expression firm. "Doesn't matter. We've had too many mishaps lately. It's all about safety, yours and the guild's reputation. You'll need to find a group if you want to take that one on." With a sigh, Selim stepped back from the board, the weight of his solitude settling heavily on his shoulders. He watched as other adventurers gathered in small groups, discussing their plans and swapping stories, feeling a pang of longing for that kind of connection. As Selim stood there, lost in thought, the heavy wooden doors of the guild hall swung open. Cedric of the Radiant Dawn strode in, his gleaming armor catching the light and commanding attention. Following closely behind were Eleanor Veslarian, her blue robe flowing elegantly, and Lyra Silverpaw, her silver fur glinting as she moved with grace. The trio made their way toward the notice board, eager to find a quest. Cedric's eyes sparkled with determination as he scanned the parchment scrolls, while Eleanor's confident demeanor suggested she was ready to take on any challenge that came their way. Lyra, with her kind heart, looked for opportunities that would allow her to help others. Just as they began discussing which quest to pursue, a guild member approached them, arms crossed. "Hold on a moment," he said, eyeing their group. "You'll need 2 more party members to take on any quests beyond simple gathering. Guild rules, you know." Cedric frowned, glancing between Eleonora and Lyra. "We can manage that. We just need to find a couple of reliable adventurers." Eleonora huffed, her pride shining through. "Surely, there are others here looking for a challenge. We can't be the only ones eager for adventure." Lyra nodded, her green eyes scanning the hall. "Let's ask around. There must be someone who wants to join us." As the 3 set out to find additional companions, Selim felt a flicker of hope within him. Perhaps this was the opportunity he needed to connect with others and finally join a party. Just as Cedric, Eleonora, and Lyra began to look for potential party members, the doors of the guild hall swung open once more. Raxith, the fearsome warrior of the Lizardmen tribe, entered, towering over most of the patrons with his impressive stature. His vibrant scales glimmered under the warm light, and tribal tattoos adorned his arms, each telling a story of valor from battles fought. As the trio caught sight of him, Cedric stepped forward, an eager expression lighting up his face. "Raxith," he called out, motioning him over. "We're looking for a couple more members to join our party for a quest. Would you be interested?" Raxith approached, his keen eyes assessing the group. "A quest, you say? What sort of challenge are you preparing for?" he asked, his deep voice resonating with curiosity. Eleonora chimed in, her confidence unwavering. "One that promises a handsome reward, but we need at least 2 more in our party to take it on. Your skills would be invaluable." Lyra nodded, her gentle demeanor shining through. "We'd love to have you with us. Together, we can tackle whatever comes our way." Raxith crossed his arms, a thoughtful expression crossing his face. "I've been looking for a worthy challenge." "Count me in," he replied, a fierce grin breaking across his face. With Raxith in tow, The group felt a surge of excitement, ready to take on the adventures that awaited them. As Raxith agreed to join their party, Selim found himself stepping forward, emboldened by the prospect of adventure. "I couldn't help but overhear your conversation," he said, a hopeful glint in his eyes. "If you're looking for another member, I'd like to join. I have experience and can hold my own in a fight." Cedric turned to him, a welcoming smile spreading across his face. "The more the merrier. Welcome to the team." Elenara nodded, her confidence bolstered by Selim's addition. "With our combined skills, we'll be a formidable group." Lyra beamed at Selim. "Together, we can help those in need. Let's find a quest that suits us." The group gathered around the notice board once more, scanning the scrolls for suitable challenges. After a moment, Cedric pointed to a quest that caught their interest. "This one. It says a nearby village is plagued by a pack of wild beasts. They need help driving them away. The reward is substantial." Elenara grinned. "That sounds perfect. We can prove ourselves and earn some gold." Raxith nodded, his fierce grin returning. "Let's do this." Selim felt a rush of excitement as the party finalized their plans. With their quest accepted, they gathered their essentials, ready to embark on their adventure. As they pushed open the heavy doors of the guild hall, the sunlight greeted them, illuminating their path ahead.